Hello everyone, welcome to Inconvenient Truths. I'm your host, Jennifer Zeng. Today we'll discuss the changes Donald Trump's presidency has brought and will bring to China, as well as two strange incidents surrounding Xi Jinping. Before we dive into today's main discussion, I have a favor to ask. I've shared on social media how YouTube demonetized my channel. After comparing monetization on Ganjin Road X or Twitter and YouTube, the Ganjin Road promotional team invited me to join their influencer promotion program. If you use the link I provided in the program description or comments to sign up for a free account on Ganjin Road and follow me there, I can earn some commission income. This is a way you can support me without any cost. Opening an account on Ganjin Road is super easy and simple. All you need is an email address. Nothing else, absolutely nothing else. If you choose to sign up with your Google, Apple, or Facebook account, even an email address is not needed. Ganjin Road is our new free speech platform. Unlike YouTube or other platforms, it won't censor us. It offers numerous features and is growing very fast. So far, it also offers more generous payments for creators than X and YouTube. So please do open an account there and support me. Now, let's move on to our first topic of today. The Trump effect is already noticeable in many ways, including within China. Sources from inside the CCP system suggest that various social crises are quickly turning into political ones. Both insiders and outsiders of the party are waiting for Xi Jinping's so-called deals with Trump to fail. They believe this will give them a chance to challenge Xi. There are two factions within the party. One advocates returns to Deng Xiaoping's reform and opening up policies, represented by figures like Deng Xiaoping's son Deng Pufang. The other faction seeks to transform the Communist Party into a social democratic party, represented by Liu Yuan, son of former Chinese President Liu Shaoqi, and Hu Deping, son of former CCP General Secretary Hu Yaobang. Although these factions have different political demands, they've reached a consensus that no matter what, Xi Jinping must not be re-elected at the CCP's 21st National Congress in 2027. Outside the party, there is also an organization calling itself the Chinese Democratic Revolutionary Party, along with many other individuals. Reports suggest that around New Year's Day 2025, leaflets with the same content appeared on university campuses across major cities like Beijing, Shijiazhuang, Zhengzhou, Wuhan, Changsha, and Guangzhou, calling for the overthrow of Xi Jinping. The leaflets claim that Trump's presidency will bring turbulent changes to the CCP's rule, presenting a window of opportunity over the next 4 years to overthrow Xi's dictatorship and the CCP. They urged unemployed youths, veterans, migrant workers, and petitioners to act immediately, forming small diplomatic revolutionary action groups of no more than 5 people to seize the corrupt money of corrupt officials for funding the uprising. Once the right moment arrives through online information sharing, a nationwide resistance should form to overthrow Xi Jinping. The leaflets were signed by the Chinese Democratic Revolutionary Party. Following these leaflets, Xi Jinping issued his first directive for 2025 to the Ministry of Public Security, emphasizing the swift resolution of major political cases as a priority. This directive has reached local political stations. According to insiders, while various social crises in China are turning into political ones, Xi Jinping seems to be still dreaming about making deals with Trump. It appears Xi Jinping might be leading the party's rule to a dead end. These details were disclosed by former Peking University professor Yuan Hongbin in an interview with the Epoch Times. He said that officials within the CCP have largely lost faith in Xi, expecting US-China relations to worsen under Trump. Trump might initially adopt an appeasement policy towards Beijing to pressure Russia, but soon the irreconcilable conflicts between the US and the CCP will surface, and both insiders and outsiders are waiting for this moment to end Xi's dictatorship. There are also two other incidents that are worth noting.
爆炸了！我去！哎呦，给我站点！哎呦我去！哎呦我去！哎呦我去！
So one event was an explosion on January 26 outside a market in Shenyang, which Xi Jinping had inspected just 3 days earlier. Rumors online suggest 3 deaths and over 20 injuries, though the exact numbers are unclear. This was clearly a deliberate act, but state media are suppressing this news. There are two theories as to the motive of the explosion. One of them claims that the explosion was done by a retired policeman. He had been trying to petition for some issues for a long time, but couldn't get any results. So he wanted to draw attention to his case during Xi's visit. However, due to tight security, he could not act. He could only act after Xi left. Another theory points to anti-Xi forces within the party, aiming to psychologically impact Xi. Despite the CCP's atheistic stance, Xi is known to be superstitious, even citing a traditional Chinese saying, "There are gods 3 feet above your head," to warn against corruption rather than using party doctrine. Tomorrow is Chinese New Year, which marks the beginning of the Year of the Snake, as Chinese people call it. Xi Jinping was born in the Year of the Snake, and next year he will turn 72. In Chinese tradition, a person's zodiac birth year or 本命年 is believed to be unlucky. It is thought that the chances of accident or misfortune are much higher. That is why it is common for people to wear a red belt during their zodiac birth year to ward off bad luck. As Xi Jinping's zodiac year approaches, creating an explosion at a location he has visited could symbolize destroying his good luck. If he's very superstitious, this could cause him significant psychological stress. There were also unverified reports of explosives placed on a bridge in Jinzhou where Xi's special train passed, this time when he went to Shenyang to inspect, but the explosives were discovered and neutralized by police, so nothing happened. Another unusual event is that during Xi Jinping's visit to the food market, the first photo released by the Chinese state media Xinhua news agency showed Xi Jinping visited a steam bun store. The second photo showed him at a store selling meatballs. Everyone knows that Xi Jinping has many nicknames in China, and one of the most famous is Baozi, or steamed bun. In China, if you post something containing the term Xi Baozi online, it will be censored because the term is banned. As for meatballs, the Chinese pronunciation is Wanzi. The first word Wan sounds the same as the word for end in Chinese, which is Wandan. So when you put the first and second photos together, it implies the end of the steamed bun or baozi is finished or done for, implying Xi Jinping is done for. The footage from CCTV, China Central Television, is even more interesting. Behind Xi Jinping, the two large Chinese characters for steamed bun or baozi are perfectly displayed in the frame. If the photographer captured this angle by accident, the editors could have chosen not to use this shot during the review process. After all, she visited many stores that day and there were other shots available. So why specifically choose the one with the word steam bun, baozi, clearly visible behind Xi? It seems as though the TV broadcast is subtly calling Xi Jinping a steamed bun or baozi. On Chinese social media, no user would dare to openly call Xi Jinping steamed bun or baozi or use this nickname, as it would lead to account bans or post deletions. But now, state media like CCTV is using this TV language to say it directly. Don't you find that strange? In China, any reports about national leaders must go through multiple layers of approval before publication. So, if anyone claims that this shot was a coincidence or an accident, I absolutely do not believe it. Now, let's watch the official footage of Xi Jinping's visit. So what have you noticed? For me, first of all, the atmosphere increasingly resembles that of North Korea, where the public cries out of sheer excitement upon seeing their leaders. Secondly, although we can hear the cheers from the crowd, whatever Xi Jinping said is completely muted. It appears that the CCP does not want the public to know what Xi Jinping said. Thirdly, despite the large number of people in the crowd who seemed overjoyed to see Xi Jinping, none of them were seen using their phones. This is highly unusual since in today's society, everyone typically uses their phones to capture such moments. So look at this picture from Trump's speech. How many people were taking pictures with their cell phones? So this disparity suggests that the crowds around Xi Jinping might be state-organized actors whose phones were confiscated. The latest footage from yesterday, that's January 27th, shows that at the CCP's 2025 so-called Spring Festival group greeting at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing, at least one security guard are arranged at the table near Xi Jinping's seat. Look at the young guys in blue circles. They are all young, strong men with short, flat haircuts, wearing black shoes, ties, and sitting very upright like soldiers. In such a strict security environment, she still needs so many bodyguards. How scared is he? So, can Xi Jinping safely navigate through 2025, his zodiac birth year? Let's watch and see. Well, that's all for today. Please like and share this video and leave a comment to give me a boost. Again, since YouTube has demonetized my channel, I encourage you to either subscribe to my X account, follow me on Ganjin World via the link I offer in the description and comment, or visit my website at jenniferzengblog.com to sign up for a membership or make a donation. Your support is vital to enable me to continue sharing inconvenient truths. Thank you. See you next time.